SoloMid to produce the counters to their two carries, because we could ideally see this Lancer, the Catherine, but we're going to be seeing a Rona.
We're going to see a Rona in a very crucial game. The Samuel comes out as well. Fuji, I can see some slight lip movements.
I'm actually watching Flash X here on the other monitor, seeing him smile with what seems like TSM feeling superbly confident with this draft they've set up, because Rona into Taka does a lot of work as long as Taka isn't able to scale. The story of this is yes, I actually think TSM's draft is superior, but only if they can control Mango's aggression and they don't accidentally give up too many kills to Armada's Kestrel.
Absolutely. This is an interesting draft.
Well, that's going to be a missed impale for Flash X. Vonsi and him trying to get that early aggression down. They're going to find some front camps as a result, though, so at least they're getting something for the trouble.
Yeah, I mean, you think of Taka as an early game hero, but you're going up against a Rona with a Lance, right? So that's not something that you can actually trade with until you actually get around maybe level 2, level 3. You can start to dance in and around these fights. So it's really great to see Vonsi and Flash immediately kind of aggressing onto Phoenix here. And as they get, in and through this game, if Vonsi, he can just get right into these fights, lock down Mango. The damage is immense. When you get into the late game here, I'm not sure what Phoenix can do.
I feel like it's going to be very difficult to get on the backline. Hang on, though. Ooh, active camo from Druid right as he needed it to get out of that one. If Vonsi and Flash X are both running point for best Chuck NA, how are you going to stop Samuel from just bombarding you from the back lines?
You have to dance like you've never danced before, Jackson. I really think you have to abuse the movement speed coming out of the Taka, the elusiveness that comes out of the Kestrel. If you can do so, I think that's what you have to try and use to your advantage. Also, Willie will be there with the Vanguard, buffing up his allies, and that should help a lot.
Mango does get spotted out by Vonsi here, but Willie is nearby with the Vanguard just to get him out of there. Didn't quite catch who got the camp. I believe it was Mango. The Phoenix Armada not doing too poorly here. No real lead being developed on either side early in this game.
And both teams happy to just go ahead and feel this one out right now, and I wouldn't expect Mango to really start to apply any aggression in and through this jungle or across this map until he gets that Stormguard banner up and running.
Yeah, and you think Mango then is going to be going for the same build that we saw earlier on? Is that the one which gives him the best chance of dealing with someone like Samuel?
It's really tough. He wants to jump onto that Samuel and burst him down, but the thing is, you're going to have to deliver Druid there as well. Willie's going to be a big tool to go ahead and do so, but I would expect Mango to at least get in that Stormguard banner. I don't know if he necessarily goes the exact same build that he did before, but it would be to his benefit to complete that item at least.
Here's the synced up shopping coming out from Phoenix Armada. Let's see what he decides to invest in. It's going to be the banner and the boots with an hourglass, probably going towards the crown that we were talking about earlier on. Druid just picks up some more weapon power. Willie making his way towards that fountain. Nothing too surprising. Vonsi is going for the weapon power on the Rona, the typical build that we frequently have Rona's doing. It's been a very unsurprising game so far, in terms of the play, but also, in terms of the movements that these teams are making. They're just playing so much safer than before.
Yeah, they really are. When you see Mango getting aggressive right now.
He wants best Chuck NA. Is this going to be first blood?
Yeah,
easily picked up by Mango, Willie, and Druid. Very strong play when you do hit that power spike to just dive under the turret with Ataka.
Yeah, and Mango able to get into the back here, get this this region off the tree at a really big deal. Gets one of the backs.
Ooh, Mango taking the second back as well, and he's got backup from Willie too. Makes it difficult for Vonsi to really contest here. This is one of the powers of going for this banner early on. Helps your clear so much, and really helps in trying to invade and just quickly take something down and get out.
Yeah, that's exactly why you pick it up. It is so hard to contest a Taka that's in the proper position if you want to try and secure a last hit onto any of these jungle minions. But the thing is, specifically when it comes down to the Treant, if Taka's able to get that, the region that comes out of both the healing out of that camp and also his Kaku is immense, and he can really just snowball right off of that.
All right, well, Team SoloMid, they haven't been able to find the same kinds of openings they did last game, but arguably they're not really looking to, right? They are the slower team out of these two.
Well, what has actually really impressed me is that Vonsi's playing, and it's not really a surprise to see Vonsi, but to see the Rona playing with no fear so early on in this game, And he's just flexing, showing that he knows exactly how he wants to move with this Rona. The scary thing is that as time goes on, she's going to get stronger and stronger. So while we see Mango start to turn it up a little bit here, turn up that aggression, he's going to have to really dial it up through the next 5 minutes of this game to put a pretty significant advantage going the way of Phoenix.
Phoenix, speaking of advantages, have a power spike one right now with Willie picking up a fountain ahead of Flash. Flash is moving down. It's going to be a short-lived power spike. But Phoenix is one of those teams, whenever you see just that small edge, right, that they have, you expect maybe they're going to try and abuse it.
Yeah, of course. And the thing is, it's also knowledge that you have to get. Do you expose yourself to the enemy? Do you hide and not let yourself be revealed? If you don't let the power spikes in the items, that knowledge go to your opponent, it's a really big deal. Of course, TSM know exactly what's happening right now. Mango, Storm Crown completed as well. Everything's starting to come together.
And Phoenix want to utilize that with Mango now moving up to the Mustache Road. Finds Flash there. Flash going back right to his turret. You can see with just the poke that Druid put down, it does force TSM into a bit of an awkward position. They gotta play very safe under their turret. One shot even, just to harass him.
Yeah, just coming out right there. Full adrenaline for Druid. And Druid sitting 70 last hit 6 minutes into this game.
Thinking about going in there, you saw him actually speed forward with the boots. Red Mist popped immediately. Basically doesn't get anything before that.
It's pretty funny. I've noticed, like, over the course of this whole tournament, sometimes when we watch these teams engage, it almost feels like the game is sped up, just because how fast these players are all reacting, and it's just really nice to see. You know, Vainglory, he goes in there with that Red Mist immediately out of the fray once he realizes that he's gone too far, and that's exactly what he needs to be doing.
I mean, I like the fact that he tried, though, because with just seeing the rotation of Phoenix, there could be an expectation that maybe one of them had rotated back to get their back camp, which was exactly what had happened. So it was smart, it was very cerebral from people to call for that gank. But Phoenix, they responded very nicely to it. They've got good control of vision, really stacking 5 players right now. They want some more. Gauntlet comes down, but Best Chuck just barely makes it out of that one. One shot does connect. Again, full adrenaline stacks for good. Maybe he just hits the turret.
Yeah, he's doing a pretty good job thus far, chunking through.
Gotta be careful. I don't know if you really want to walk into this one trying to get the camp away from Mango right now. Who's going to take it? It is going to be Vainglory with the Red Mist, in fact. That could be bad news for Willie, with Vainglory now having that advantage. Might want to go for this. Actually, Druid and Mango thinking about going for Best Chuck, but they can't quite go that deep.
I can't believe you just told Vainglory to be careful, Jackson. He's going to get in there. He's going to get that regen. He's in a pretty bad place right now, though.
He is, but he's building up that fury. He wants to go for the Red Mist, and everyone is stacked on top of him. So much damage coming out from Vainglory right now. That's the Oblivion flying back. It sleeps Mango. He cannot help out Druid. Druid goes down. Willie on the run. Willie, is he going to be able to get out of this one? It does not look like it. Team SoloMid find themselves 2 kills for 0.
Yeah, Willie, he can't get out of that one. Of course, Mango able to get out, but it was really nice Oblivion coming out of Best Chuck. Sometimes you want to throw it right into the mix of where that fight's happening, just disrupt, but they knew if they could just sleep that Taka, that's exactly what they needed.
Mango actually just going in for the love tap on Best Chuck and A there. Flash going to dissuade him from doing anything further. Phoenix Armada, they are marginally behind in gold as a result of that earlier fight. They haven't lost their turret yet. Nothing too big has happened. They are dealing with Taka's aggression like we wanted to see a little bit better from Team SoloMid.
Yeah, I really like it. Vainglory has done such a good job, and Flash just pairing up with Vainglory's Rona, they just stick together so incredibly well that Vainglory, he can just kind of dance around this lance. He waits for the impales, the Githian wall to follow through, and just lock one of these targets down and go from there. I think they've done a great job thus far. As they start to scale through this mid-game, though, things are going to start to get really scary for Phoenix. And I don't know at one moment, but it feels like in the next couple of minutes, they really need to dial it up.
Well, Mango thinking of dialing up right now. That's the X-Red 2 I'm not quite sure what he hit there. Maybe a minion, actually. Druid does get stunned up in the gauntlet. They find the active camo onto Flash. They're getting some good damage down. Mango wants this one X-Red 2 yet again, but it's not going to be enough. Phoenix, they can't quite do the same level of damage as early as they would like. We've seen from them earlier in the series. Vainglory wants back in the fight. There's the Red Mist, but so much damage coming out of Druid and Mango. 3-person sleep coming in from Best Chuck. Not going to be enough. Mango looking to TX Retsu perhaps onto Flash. Needs a lot of damage from his analysis verdict, so Phoenix maybe not able to capitalize off that play. Oh, Glimmer Shot!
Oh. Yeah, that's right. A lot of damage coming through there. I think Vainglory maybe overestimating his survivability, underestimating the damage that could come out of Phoenix.
He might be looking for Mango here. Mango really needs to be careful.
Well, he's looking for Mango.
Yeah.
He might be able to find him.
Mango is able to get away for now. So taking stock of the game, about a 1,000 gold lead to Phoenix. No turrets yet. This is a much, much slower pace than we're used to.
Yeah, and it's no surprise though. Honestly, when we get into these tournaments and we're here at Worlds, this is the biggest stage thus far for Vainglory. So these teams, it's natural that they want to play safe here.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, winning the very first World Championship would be such a big title for these guys to get. Phoenix, they've been viewed as one of the top teams in the world for a long time now. They finally have the chance to prove that. Team SoloMid in the exact same boat. It's all about the pride and the prize pool.
The pride and the prize pool right there. Yeah, exactly. Aftershock completed for Mango, so he's starting to come into his own. You see Druid just a fresh infusion.
Oh, Von C, look at the amount of damage he immediately takes as Mango jumps forward with that Aftershock and Storm Crown. He's really just able to get in there and just burst someone, set up for Druid to follow through.
Yeah, he's done a great job thus far. That's exactly what they need to do. Gold Miner. Looked like Flash wanted to contest that. Doesn't get in there, though. Nice Malice and Verdict from Best Chuck.
Yeah, he's just going to be stopping Phoenix from committing for any kills. Mango going for a little bit more invading now. With that Storm Crown, he can get in, get out very, very fast. It's hard for Team SoloMid to react. Mango wants some more. That's going to be the Gauntlet stun on the Best Chuck. Flash the main target, though. He goes down. Oblivion not going to connect with anyone. This should be a turret for Phoenix, and they want more. Mango going on to Best Chuck NA. Look at the burst. He is able to kite back just a little bit. Really trying to find some glimmer shots. Hasn't got one shot for a few seconds, though, and I'm not sure it's enough damage to take anyone down. That's going to be a pop. Hits the turret. Mango, again going in, has the shield from the Vanguard before he even jumps, just to make sure any turnaround isn't there. Von C does get some good damage, but it's 2 turrets now for Phoenix Armada. That was a devastating push.
And let's see if CSM... Yeah, they're not going to be able to catch anybody out here. It does not look like, but Mango's regoosing.
Mango doesn't need them to catch him out. He's going to be going back onto them. Von C jumps in just to immediately faceplant and die. Wow. That's another kill on the Best Chuck. Flash has been routed, trying to run away. Mango wants more. Reflex block as he jumps in to stop that Githian wall. Flash, I don't think he's going to get out of this one. Great Githian wall at the last second, though. Might be enough. Mango, I don't think he's going to be able to get there. Oh, he got it! Can't get away, but does he mind? It's an ace. That's buff minions. That's turret.
I don't think he minds at all. We talked about this just a couple minutes ago, that Phoenix were going to look to dial up the aggression. I think that might have been an understatement. We're going to see this breakdown in the replay here. TSM aggressing a little too far. The problem is they don't keep track of Mango. Mango is in there. Druid's able to blow Von C up, and then they just traced from there. Flash really not able to do anything to save his allies. Quite a problem. And Jackson, I think it's kind of a similar story that we saw before. Mango's diving under these turrets, especially the tier 1 turret. But it's predictable because he's been doing that in the previous games. So they really, I said it before, I'm not going to harp on it more, but get a scout trap down in the position that he's rotating from. Von C was actually rotating from the same angle in this last game that TSM were able to win.
I've got to admit, it does seem to be happening again and again. We've now got a broken myth on Mango. A lot of these fights have actually been quite extended just because he's hunting people down after they initially get like one pick. This is going to make this that much easier. Mango thinking of going in, fact, one shot hit. Back away. Oh, he's going to commit now. Von C, the main target. Look at how much damage he takes immediately, but Mango needs to back away. Fountain pop by Willie. Active camo from Druid. Finds a beautiful stun. Oblivion onto Best Chuck. Mango dodges it with the Kai-10. He has the perfect timing to keep the pressure on. Glimmer shots over the wall. Mango with the X-Retsu to lock in the kill. It's another 2 for Phoenix Armada. They can't pick up the ace, but they're going to be getting all of these back camps.
Yeah, they're going to get all of these backs. One of the biggest, I want to point out a couple things here. Now, Von C, he pops his infusion right as that fight starts. One of the worst things that can happen to you in a game, at any point, if you pop an infusion and go down without getting anything out of it, that hurts so bad. And honestly, though, if Von C did not get stunned up by that active camo from Druid, I think the fight goes completely in the reverse direction. I was sitting there thinking TSM are ready to take a fight, but Druid just absolutely perfect play.
Yeah, it really was. He knew the flow of the fight. He knew what Team SoloMid were going to try and do before they even tried to do it. He knew he'd be a focus as soon as Mango disappeared from the action. This is one of the problems with the Rona. We actually talked about this earlier on when we were in the semifinals game, me and Sona, how picking the Rona into the Kestrel can really backfire, especially if you're not able to reflex block that first active camo when you initially commit.
Yeah, it's a really big deal. Sometimes in the heat of the moment, you don't exactly realize that active camo is down. I'm not sure if it was a mechanical thing or if Vainglory just didn't actually see it. But right now, it's a desperate situation. We're gonna have Kraken spawning out onto the map. One of the items just picked up was the Shiver Steel for Willy. I really, really like this. Between this and the War Tread, they're going to stick on any target.
This is Deja Vu. Humanist Mango from the same position, trying to go in, trying to get onto Best Chuck and A. The damage is there on Vainglory yet again. Druid trying to find that stun. Can he get it? Not this time. Vainglory plays around the active camo much better. Mango wants more though. He goes for Best Chuck. Druid's not even dead right now.
Oh,
Team
man.
Phoenix pick up another 2. Flash maybe escapes this one, but regardless, it's going to be a Kraken for Phoenix Armada.
It feels like all of Phoenix have the ability to go invisible. Of course, it's just the Kestrel and the Taka, but Willy's doing such a good job of just catapulting his team into the proper position. You also have to think TSM just not expecting Mango to be there. They do flare this out, but immediately the gauntlet down. Best Chuck starts getting lit up, but Vainglory, he tries to get in there. He throws that red mist down, but he realizes he can't kite back as fast as Druid's doing. He gets blown up. Mango just dancing around this fight. You see the crits coming out there. Just nothing the Best Chuck can do.
Honestly, the craziest thing about that fight for me is that Mango wasn't actually in it for the vast majority. Druid and Willy just kited back whilst Mango went around the wall above the jungle.
Well, I mean,
came all the way back in.
The thing with the red mist, right? Like, you're slow. You really want to have those boots active. But the problem is, Vainglory's just sitting there spinning. Druid uses his boots, kites backwards, really nice stutter stepping. It bought time for Mango to dance in and out of the fight. It's perfect.
Speaking of dancing into the fight, Mango thinking about going in with that gauntlet out of Willy. Best Chuck and A, very low health already. The Oblivion not able to do very much work. Druid stunned up a little bit, but all the aggression is on the other side of the fight. Vainglory, look at that
Nice
AoE
Gideon
damage
wall.
though. That red mist did so much work. Gideon wall actually keeps them away from Vainglory though. Flash might be regretting that one as Willy could go down, but Phoenix Armada are just kiting Vainglory back. Glimmer shots coming across, Mango hunting him down. Vainglory does use Enter the Fray to get over the wall. He's trying to recall Mango. He sees him because of the scout trap. It's an ace for Phoenix Armada. And take a look in the base because Kraken is going to work on those turrets. Phoenix Armada could well end things here, Humanist.
Yeah, this looks like game, Jackson. This ended so much faster. Like, once it all came together, it ended so much faster than I actually expected. They're going to be on their last stand here.
All right, Phoenix Armada, they're just doing cleanup duty right now, picking up the Vein Crystal and their 3rd win in the Grand Finals. Phoenix Armada are 1 win away from being the first ever Vainglory World Champions.